Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm outside this morning and it's a lot later than I wanted it to be, but I chose the sleep in life this morning. It's about 7 o'clock and I am going to head down and harvest some flowers for the market tomorrow. I thought I would bring you along for another market vlog. This is going to be the first market of the year, and last time this market wasn't fantastic because I am a new vendor there, so I just don't think people really knew that I was bringing flowers. But I would really like to kind of just be a little bit more established at this market, so fingers crossed it goes a little better. But I do have a lot of beautiful flowers that I want to go harvest. If I don't sell them all at the market, I will come up with another strategy to sell these flowers because there's so many gorgeous flowers at the moment. But yeah, I thought I would take you along for the 2 days. If you are new here, my name is Robyn. There's a lot of new people here, so a big hello. We run a small flower farm here on the south coast of New South Wales, Australia. And yeah, I garden and have the flower farm in my backyard. So I have flowers everywhere. It's not always as simple as just going down to one spot to harvest flowers. So we are going to walk around the garden this morning and see what we can find. But I'm going to head down to like my main flower farm area. That's where I have a lot more flowers down there. We're going to start there, I think, today. I have my cup of coffee ready to go, but I do need to go up and get some water because I didn't bring that down and that is not going to make me feel very good. So I'm going to go do that and then I'll come down and we will pick some flowers. So last night I actually washed all of my buckets, so I have nice, fresh and clean buckets, which is really important when you're harvesting flowers, just to have as little as you can of any dirt and bacteria in the bucket. It's just going to make the flowers last a lot longer, and yeah, the fresher the water, the better. So I have lots of the Bennery's giant zinnias to harvest, so I'm going to pick a really nice and colourful bucket of these. And then I might pick some feverfew after that, and then we'll slowly work our way up the flower farm to see what we can harvest today. Sorry if the lighting isn't fantastic. It's not the best time of day to be filming. I usually don't like red flowers and I'm not a big fan of the coral zinnias that I have. I thought I planted salmon, but apparently I did a lot more coral. But these darker red, a little bit more burgundy. The light is not picking up. I'll show you in a bit of light later. But these ones I really love. Usually I don't like red flowers, but I can do burgundy. So these are a little bit more burgundy, and I'm cutting quite deep into the plant. That's just going to allow more shoots to come up from the base. Also isn't going to make the plant just get super leggy. So that's why I am cutting nice and deep with these zinnias. Some of them have a little bit of spider damage, so I'm not going to use those. This is definitely the better part of having a flower farm, being able to harvest all of the flowers, but not so much in summer. There's so many mosquitoes around right now. There's so many bugs and snakes. Someone saw a snake just up the road the other day, so I'm just keeping an eye out for that in the garden. And yeah, generally a lot of things that and lots of spiders, but I can do spiders. I'm perfectly fine with, and to be honest, I think you have to have a certain tolerance for spiders if you're going to have a flower farm, or particularly if you have an organic flower farm, because there's always spiders and flowers when I'm arranging. You probably won't be able to hear right now, but there's a leptospermum tree just next to me, and it is covered in bees, and it's like all I can hear is this buzzing of bees right next to me, and it's so nice. I just noticed that there's a little tiny bit of some mildew on these flowers, not actually on the stem but on the base of them, which is annoying. So I'm going to have to come down and give these a spray, I think, with some organic like fungicide. This year has just been so humid with the flowers. It's bound to happen, and particularly with zinnias they're very susceptible to powdery mildew and other fungal diseases. So a bit of a shame. I kind of just need to get better with my soil health, I think, so that the plants can withstand it and be able to deal with it themselves. I might wait till this afternoon for this one. I think next I'm going to harvest some Sweet William. I've actually already harvested the straw flowers. I did that last night, but I am going to wait just a little bit for the sunflowers, and I'll show you why. So those ones up there I will harvest, but some of them are way too far gone. But there are more in this row here. These are the Lemon Rush sunflowers, and they're just starting to crack open a little bit. This angle might be a little easier to see, but you can kind of see how the heads are facing on an angle. They're facing that way because that is the way the sun hits them and is rising in the morning. So sunflowers, particularly these ones I found, they will follow the sun as they go throughout the day. And for arranging, it's much easier to have the heads facing upright rather than to the side, or else they're more susceptible to breaking, and they're just a little bit more fiddly in arrangements. So you can see like this one, it's facing off at an angle towards that way. So I'm going to wait a little bit to harvest sunflowers and just wait until the heads face a little bit more upright, so that it's just going to be easier to arrange them in the bouquets. But I'm just going to go pop the camera away for a little bit just to get some more harvesting done, and then I will show you what I've harvested. But it's getting a bit later and I really need to get onto this, or else it's just going to be way too hot. Good afternoon, everyone. It is about 5 o'clock now, and we are just going to pack the car, get as much as we can in the car so we don't have to worry about all of the bigger things like the tent and chairs and tables tomorrow morning. After that, I've got a few more sunflowers to harvest, and then I am basically just going to be arranging all of the flowers tonight. I'm hoping it's not going to take too long, and I might try and do like bunches of straw flowers, maybe even just bring some jam jar posies. I don't know. We're gonna just play around a little bit, and this is kind of just going to be a little bit of an experiment, this market. So yeah, I'm gonna go pack the car, organize all of the bath salts that I'm gonna take. I need to probably restock my market stock of that, and then I will bring you back here and I will do some arranging. Hopefully there'll be enough light for it, but I'm sure it will because the sun doesn't go down till like 8 o'clock at the moment. Alright, this is my setup. I am going to arrange these bouquets. It's about 20 to 7, so I've got heaps of time, although I do need to finish editing a video for tomorrow as well, so that's going to take up a little bit of time as well. All of the flowers look beautiful, so hopefully I can create some good looking arrangements. Just gonna surround myself with flowers and then hopefully this works. Good evening. What's the time? It's about 11:15 and I'm ready to go to bed. I've made all the bouquets, they look amazing. Scott has helped me out and made just a few little labels for all of the flowers. First attempt didn't go so well. But yeah, I'm pretty tired. I had to stay up and just edit tomorrow's video as well, or finish editing that so I can export it when I wake up tomorrow, upload it, so it can go up for tomorrow night. So I'm definitely ready for bed. I'm gonna go have a shower and then wake up really early tomorrow morning, have some coffee, pack the flowers, and then we will get ready to go. Good morning. It is 6:15 and we need to leave in like 5 minutes or so, but the car is all packed. I'm feeling a little bit tired, but everything's done. The car's packed and we're all ready to go. I might take my camera, but I don't know if I'll get any clips on it. I'll definitely get some shots on my phone. I don't really know where I'm going to be going at this market, where I'm placed, so fingers crossed it's all nice and smooth for a setup. But yeah, I will check back in with you when I check back in with you. Alright, welcome to the end of this video. I wanted to do just a wrap up of the market and let you know how we did on the day. It ended up being a really great day and probably was, I think it was our best market, or at least one of the best markets that we've had. So I was really happy with the whole day, even though I was a little nervous for this market because it was only our second time there and our first time like being outside with a canopy set up, and yeah, so I was a little nervous but very happy with the outcome. So for the day, we ended up bringing in $450.95 from the day at the market. I had a few flowers left over, so I ended up taking those 6 down to my local garden center and sold 4 down there. So I'm going to add the extra $80 onto the total that we made, which ended up being $530.95. Which is pretty good in my opinion. I need to take $25 off for the market fee, and there's also square transaction fees for whenever someone pays by card. I haven't calculated that yet, but I'm just gonna take a few dollars off, so I'm pretty happy to say that we made around $500 from this market, which is really great in my opinion. That's kind of what I want to be hitting as a minimum each week for the sales that I bring in. So yeah, I'm very glad that we started off the year. That was our first market of the year, and that was a really great start. In terms of what sold really well, I ended up making about $219 from selling flowers. That included $29 of plants that I sold, because I kind of just grouped that in with my flowers, because a lot of the plants I sell are seedlings that I don't use in the flower farm. So I kind of grouped that under that umbrella. But then there was $190 from just at the market with the flowers, the fresh and the dried flowers, which then turned into $270 with the extra sales that I made at the garden centre. Bath salts also did really well. They made up $139 of the total, and I also sold some books and oracle cards that I stock on my website, and that brought in around $93. So very happy. There was a lot of tourists there at this market, so they were wanting little like momentums, I suppose, to bring back home. So I think my bath salts did really well because I have like Jervis Bay on there, which is the area we live around, and I think people were kind of gravitating towards that because it could remind them of their holiday and their trip down here, wherever they were from. So I did really well with those, and I only had like 2 of the bath bombs left. And yeah, overall the flowers did really well. I had so many people just even coming up and looking at the flowers, taking photos. One thing that was super surprising was I had a lot of people even just coming up to the flowers and then looking at me and asking if they were actually real or not, which I suppose is a compliment. I don't really know how to make them more real. They are just how they are. This is just what you get with homegrown, fresh, chemical-free flowers. I'm thinking about doing signs for the status to say that they're 100% natural, but I'm just not too sure how I want that to look in a sign yet. But if you have any ideas, please let me know. One thing I noticed with this market, we did the stall setup a little bit different, and I ended up purchasing an extra table, and it was a table that you could adjust the height. So I had the flowers all in the buckets up the very front of the stall, a little bit lower than the other ones. And I just found that people could see the flowers so much easier. They were looking down at the bouquets rather than kind of at eye level, which they usually are with the normal size tables. So I'm really going to do a lot more of that and have flowers lower so that people can see all of the flowers in the bouquet, rather than having to like angle the bouquets and only have like 2 in them in the buckets when they're up a bit higher. So yeah, my takeaway from this market was definitely to have a really good tiered system. I'm even thinking about getting some of the same kind of tables, but just the seats, so you can get like long seats and they're naturally a little bit lower, to even have another tier with the flowers. So I'm gonna have a think about that, but definitely having good tiers and like lower tables really helped me out with this market, and I think the stall just looked really nice with that. Another thing I found with this market, and I've been finding lately with a few other markets, is that I like to have something a little bit taller just in front of where I am sitting, so you can't really kind of see me too well, and I find that customers are much more likely to come right into the stall and come under the canopy and have a good look around if I am a little bit further set back from the tables, rather than sitting right up there, right next to where people are looking. People just really prefer to browse, and I totally understand that because I am exactly the same. So I've been placing the buckets and my bath salts and just anything that has a little bit of height to the stall around the corner, and then I can sit behind the corner and have all of the things that I need laid out and behind something a bit taller. And yeah, it's just been really, I think it just makes people feel a lot more comfortable coming into the stall and having a look around. So it's just something I've been picking up on lately and wanted to share with you. If you are running a market stall, that just height really is helpful and makes people feel, or at least I think it makes people feel a lot better when they're coming in and then having a browse, and they can just feel free to do it without them, you know, thinking that you're just gonna talk to them the whole time, which you really have to gauge your customers and whether or not you think they want a conversation or not. A lot of the time they don't, and they just want to have a look around. And if you're further set back away from your table or just behind something taller, I think it makes the customers feel a lot better. So that is how we did on this market. I am thinking on putting together like a what I've learned after doing a year of markets video, something like that, because I have been writing down a lot of things that I've learned that I would really like to do a video on. But if you have any questions or would like me to discuss any topics related to the markets, please leave me a comment on this video or any other videos. I'm going to pull some other questions that I have received from other videos when I do market vlogs, but I really want to do a dedicated sit down video on markets. So if you do have any questions, then please let me know and I will chat through that in a future video. I noticed when I was filming this and editing that I didn't really talk through a lot of what I was doing, apart from a little bit when I was harvesting, but I hope you just enjoyed seeing me go through the process of a market. I am doing another one next weekend. I've just done one yesterday, so we're doing markets every weekend in January. So I'm going to be filming the next one and I'll do a little bit more in depth of what I'm actually doing and putting the bouquets together and all of that. But yeah, I hope you just enjoyed this one, just seeing what I got up to. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for lots more content. It really does help me out so much and is completely free for you. And if you would like to further support me, I do have like a little buy me a coffee link in the description where you can just send me a tip and support me with some tea or coffee that I drink a lot of when I'm editing and filming these videos for you. Or if you would like to support me further, I do have a Patreon page. So thank you to all of my patrons that support me over there. Or you can just support me by buying from my website and then you get something in return. And it really does help me grow this business and then continue to make these videos for you. I will have all of the links in the description box for you all. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And until my next one, happy gardening everyone. Bye.